Landing on the IRS audit radar can be a nerve-wracking experience. It's intimidating, and if you're being audited, it's serious business. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through what I do with my clients who are under IRS audit. My name is Daniel Kotz. I'm a licensed tax attorney. I help people in all 50 states get their ass off their back. The reason it's important to keep detailed records is the IRS is going to want to look at all your financial records. They're going to want receipts. They're going to want proof of what was purchased, why it was purchased, the purpose it was for. I talk about the 3 P's with my clients. That's the purchase, the purpose, and the payment. What was purchased, what's the purpose for that purchase, and how was it paid for? And they're going to want detailed records of pretty much everything. See, people get in trouble when they don't have the detailed records because they can't prove it. And I always say that IRS will believe anything you say as long as you can prove it. So having a receipt or having a bank statement that shows what was purchased is a gold mine. That's exactly what you need, and that's what the IRS is going to want for everything. The next thing to do if you're being audited, get professional help, unless you like dealing with the IRS yourself and know what you're doing, but nobody does. So you need professional help, people who know what they're doing, people that have been through this, they know the ins and outs of the IRS, they know what to say, and more importantly, what not to say. I cannot tell you in less than 3 hours the amount of the legal terminology, the guidelines, the deadlines, things that are going to need to be met on a scheduled basis in an IRS audit. Number 3, you need to know your rights, and I mean really know your rights. Look, when you're being audited, you have rights. The IRS has rules they have to follow. And now the IRS is going to make it seem like you don't have rights and you're at their mercy, but you do have rights, and it's important to know what those rights are. You have the right to representation, you have the right to confidentiality, and you have the right to an impartial review. Knowing these rights can help keep the IRS at bay, keep them behind the lines they're supposed to stay behind, because they're going to try to cross those lines if you don't know what's going on. And trust me, the IRS is really good at talking you into getting what they want. Just be careful. And speaking of that, here's one of the most important. Don't volunteer unnecessary information. Look, when you're being audited, they're going to ask for a lot of information. Don't give them anything more. No mas, no more, zilch. The only thing volunteering additional information does is invite further scrutiny. Next is be honest and be transparent. Honesty goes a long way in an audit. Look, when an auditor is looking at your case, honesty and transparency are critical. You need to be honest. If an auditor discovers or figures out that you're fabricating things or making stuff up, this is going to, like I said, invite further scrutiny. They're going to dig way deeper, and suddenly they're not going to believe anything you say. They're going to want proof of absolutely everything. Don't ever lie to the IRS. Trust me. Next, you need to make sure you maintain composure and patience. Being audited is painstaking. It's going to last a long time. I'm sorry, it's a pain in the ass. But you got to make sure you maintain your cool. If you flip out and get mad at the IRS, they're going to come back harder at you. I had a client who had screwed up his audit by getting upset, and the auditor began looking at more and more tax years. We need to remember at the end of the day, we're dealing with another human being. I know people don't think of the IRS as human beings, but they are. They're nice people. If you're mean to them or standoffish or rude, they're going to be ferocious with you, and you don't want that. Being audited by the IRS is not fun, but there are certain things you can do to mitigate the damages. If you're being audited or you think you're about to be audited, contact my office. We'll get involved. I'll step into your shoes and I'll handle the IRS for you. Plus, if you're looking for more tax advice, visit my website or check out the videos on my channel. No matter where you're located across the U.S., I can help you. Contact Consulate today and let's start building a defense against the IRS.